You've often heard me say Monterey is a special place to live, to work, to visit, and now it's a very special place to celebrate our history, our traditions, our arts, our volunteers. I was just thinking, I know it says 2 to 3 minutes. Lori, you were supposed to let me have 20 now. But I always think about this small town of ours, and it's amazing. Think about a world-class aquarium, language capital of the world with the Naval Postgraduate School, the Defense Language Institute, Fleet in America, which actually provides information for the entire world. Think about 2 wards, but not leases. Think about a conference center, 3 to 5 million visitors a year, all of this in a city of 28,000 people. But with all that going on, we still have a small town feeling. And why is that? It's because of events like First Night Monterey. Think about our Christmas in the Adobes, where many of you participate. My grandchildren actually dance at the Custom House, excuse me. And what other little cities can do that? And as First Nights first got started, we're one of the few, Ellen, you can help me with that, that's still going.
Yes.
And it's so important. So maybe this will reignite this wonderful event when you have the arts together, the dancing and the music. And it's not just a one-night event. First Night Monterey also operates year-round. They rent from the city at Archer Park. They provide free outreach to Greenfield as well as Monterey. So it's something that's been here serving us all the time, and it couldn't happen, of course, without the volunteers, staff, and our city staff. Well, it's really wonderful to see everybody here at our new conference center, which will be one of the venues for not our new, but our traditional First Night Monterey. You've often heard me say Monterey is a special place to live, to work, to visit, and now it's a very special place to celebrate our history, our traditions, our arts, our volunteers. I was just thinking, I know it says 2 to 3 minutes. Lori, you were supposed to let me have 20 now. But I always think about this small town of ours, and it's amazing. Think about a world-class aquarium, language capital of the world with the Naval Postgraduate School, the Defense Language Institute, Fleet in America, which actually provides information for the entire world. Think about 2 wards, but not leases. Think about a conference center, 3 to 5 million visitors a year, all of this in a city of 28,000 people. But with all that going on, we still have a small town feeling. And why is that? It's because of events like First Night Monterey. Think about our Christmas in the Adobes, where many of you participate. My grandchildren actually dance at the Custom House, excuse me. And what other little cities can do that? And as First Nights first got started, we're one of the few, Ellen, you can help me with that, that's still going.
Yes.
And it's so important. So maybe this will reignite this wonderful event when you have the arts together, the dancing and the music. And it's not just a one-night event. First Night Monterey also operates year-round. They rent from the city at Archer Park. They provide free outreach to Greenfield as well as Monterey. So it's something that's been here serving us all the time, and it couldn't happen, of course, without the volunteers, staff, and our city staff. And speaking of city staff, we have a really incredible police department. Councilmember Ed was at a meeting at the Skyline Forest Neighborhood Association where the chief and his officers gave a really incredible report, very responsive. We have a police department that's very respected and valued in our neighborhoods, and a lot of that has to do with Chief Hobart. So Chief Dave, please. Next, it's a real pleasure to introduce Ellen Martin, who is the Executive Director, who not only works really, really, really hard, but stays enthusiastic and upbeat through it all. So if you ever just need an energy boost and you just want to feel better about the arts, give Ellen a call.
Thank you, Mayor. And thank you all for being here. The mayor, all the city council members that are here, the city staff, the OMBA, and the First Night Monterey Board of Directors. There's many here. Susan Britton, the president, Sherry Farson, the treasurer. Michael Houston says he's the vice president. We don't know if he's been nominated and voted on, but and then all of the volunteers that are here who truly make it happen on New Year's Eve and then all throughout the year. Since 1993, First Night Monterey has had a New Year's Eve celebration of artistic performances, the wonders of the season, and the beginning of the new year right here in historic downtown Monterey. And in keeping with this fantastic Monterey tradition, First Night has continued to be family-friendly, affordable, and out in the streets with the help of the City of Monterey, we have free programming for all. So this year we are so excited, we're so pleased, we're so honored that the Monterey Conference Center is back open to First Night. We'll be filling every hall, every lobby, not the staircases, with art and celebration and musical performances. And we truly hope to bring that wonderful spirit of First Night to the conference center. We'll be selling our buttons and our merchandise outside, and it's going to be truly wonderful. Right now, we have booked over 30 different groups, entertainment, to be present at New Year's Eve and to bring in the new year. We have 2 finales that will happen here in the Sarah Ballroom. We have the California Cowboys that are going to bring it. We're going to have a hoedown into the new year. And then over at the Golden State Theater, we have Jonah and the Whale Watchers, and it's going to be a psychedelic reggae woohoo into the new year. And so those are free, and people can pick up those tickets to the finale at 8 o'clock here outside the conference center. So there's going to be plenty of interactive art activities that will encourage participation from not only adults, but for youth alike. So we start at 3 p.m. We have the kids' night out. We start over at Colton Lawn, and our perennial MC, our First Night supporter and enthusiast, Mayor Dan Elbert, will jumpstart us and MC that, hopefully again this year. He's only missed once. And then that's 3 o'clock to 5. We have the People's Procession. It's our Twilight Procession. It will start out here and go down to Alvarado, and we welcome the public and everybody that's there to come and join us and start the evening off. And then the evening performances start here at the Conference Center. We have the Church of the Religious Science, the Ms. Auditorium, the City Council Chambers, the Golden State Theater, and then we have 3 stages out on Alvarado. So we have plenty to do, all kinds of entertainment from reggae, hip hop, country, folk, a lot of new artists, and everything is up on our website for a sneak peek right now at firstnightmonterey.org. But I would be remiss if I didn't say nothing can happen without our fantastic volunteers. Every year, about 100, 125 volunteers come together and help us produce the event. You'll see them. The Monterey Ski Club is going to be at these doors checking for buttons, and it's going to be a fantastic night into the new year. And I just want to say that Paulette Lynch, our founding director, wanted to be here today. She couldn't, but she wanted to say that this tradition that started in 1993 to bring the residents of Monterey together, to provide a safe place, to change up what New Year's Eve was, has now become where tourists and people from outside the area come. So now it's not only a Monterey residents event, but from people from all over the world.
And I think this is, Susan Britton is going to come say a few words. And again, talking about volunteers and people who keep things together. I can't give enough accolades to what Susan does for First Night Monterey. Susan?
I just want to say that Susan Britton is the president of First Night. She's been with First Night longer than I have been, practically from the second year on, doing all sorts of things. She is an amazing supporter, a wonderful board president and board director, and just is a solutions person. When there is an issue, what is going on, she comes up with the ideas, and she loves First Night. And she's going to speak to us today about our theme, Color Me Monterey, and then our partnership with CSUMB, which she is always thrilled each year to work with the students. So Susan, thank you so much for all your support.
Thank you. I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to be inside this gorgeous place. Look around and think, for the past 3 years we have not been here. This is going to be an exciting new adventure for us, and we really are looking forward to it. So thank you, Conference Center, and thank you, Monterey, for making it possible for us to do this. We have a number of projects going throughout the entire county in outreach that all culminates in one way or another back here on New Year's Eve. And it involves programs that are just address a variety of ages and events. And one of the most exciting programs that we've gotten involved with for the past many years is the graphic arts program at CSUMB. And the students of that program every year design our next year's theme. They take Color Me Monterey, as they did this year. They start in February, and they go all the way through until June. And requirement of their graduation is to do a presentation board that has every single piece of graphic that's going to be used here on New Year's Eve. So every year it changes, and you look at these smashing, wonderful posters and the colors and the design and so forth. They're all done locally by CSUMB students. And we have Bobby Long, who's the professor of that department, to thank very much for that. We've worked with her for many years. We've worked with her for many, many years, and she's always started this program, gets us involved, and then we come over and we interact with all of her students throughout that end of semester, and take their first drawings, critique them, just like we're their first clients. We are the clients for these young people. And by the time they're done, they can take the presentation board into any advertising agency in New York and get away with it. It could be beautiful. So the winner this year is Alex Crapo, and she is a graduating student who is from Michigan, actually, and is just fallen in love with Monterey and will be involved with us certainly from this point on, I'm sure. So, hi.
I'd just like to say this is my 16th year collaborating with First Night, and my students love the project, and who's a designer knows how sophisticated the project is, because it's not just designing a poster. You design placards that go in the side of the buses, and you have to get all that vertical information into a long, narrow format. And then the other big part are the buttons that you wear. And so Alex had to take the same art, the same text, and once again conform those on a circle for children, a square for adults, and then the rectangle for the staff. Yeah. So they learned how important to be, sorry, I'm not feeling really well today, but that they can do things many different ways. You're not just locked in. And I've been teaching for a long time in universities, and this is so great because it's a real client. And every week, Anne comes to the school and gives real-life feedback to the students, and that's very unusual.
We have a great collaboration, and now for the unveiling, which we'd like to get that started next year. What it's all about, and she has taken every single step of the way, put every single thing in there, and just made it all happen. So thank you, Alex. It's going to be beautiful all over town and on the backs of the buses.
I take pictures of it.